Summertime at the ESPN Wide World of Sports really heating up as we get set for the AAU Boys Basketball Championships. Come on inside the HP Fieldhouse. It's the 17 and under championship as the Mustangs, representing Louisville, Kentucky, get set to take on the Alabama Challenge from the great city of Birmingham. Good afternoon. Great to have you with us. Drew Felios alongside J. Webb Horton. And behind us, welcome the Mojo Chicks out of Chillicothe, Ohio, the softball program looking on. J. Webb, fabulous day of competition. We've got Alabama and we've got the Mustangs on the other side. What do we look forward to in this matchup?
Well, we know the athleticism of Alabama. Mustangs, they are loaded with 2 or 3 players that may be Mr. Basketball in Kentucky and one in West Virginia. So Mustangs, and we got the challengers. Let's get it up.
All right, let's take a look at the team from Kentucky. Up close, the Mustangs, led by number 11, Hollingsworth, and also number 13, Timothy Dalton as well. The Mustangs, solid from top to bottom. And on the other side, the Alabama Challenge. Kevion Nolan, number 3, gets it going. Also 20 and 21. Several college offers from these young men. Jones and Hammonds loaded with scholarship offers.
Well, they should be because they can play. They can flat out get the ball in the hole.
So the Alabama Challenge, victorious over the Ohio Unity to get here, and they were just overwhelming from a talent standpoint. They press you up and down the court, and they're just so physical on both ends of the floor as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, a slam dunk contest could break out if they get open and get to the open floor.
And the Mustangs, led by Deandra Murphy, number 4 All-State player out of West Virginia. And the Mustangs from Kentucky, there you take a look at their head coach. That's John Atkins, who is just really tremendous to talk basketball with. He has been in this sport for around 25 years. And for people that have followed basketball in the state of Florida, he's a familiar face. Was an assistant at Godby High School and Tallahassee Community College. And those places have just been a factory in the past.
Oh, big time factory.
So Alabama and the all-white, the Mustangs will wear the all-dark uniforms, and we're underway. Championship of the 17 and under tournament here in AAU.
Well, some of these guys' size, I want to check their birth certificates.
Yeah, this is definitely the most imposing team that we have seen, as able to put it in on the drop step was Richard Jemison.
That was a huge drop step. Now see, you got the big dog in there, let him bark.
Interesting to see how the Mustangs can combat that size. That's a good way to do it right there, as Hollingsworth knocks down his first jumper.
Well, when you're gonna be Mr. Basketball in Kentucky, you can usually play. Now Alabama says, hey, we're coming back with we can make jump shots in Alabama too, Drew.
Alabama team, they have played extensively on the Nike circuit. That's where some of the best competition is around the country, the EYBL League. And they play that competition on a routine basis, so you're going to see a very high level of play. Three-pointer is off there, the rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds, track, he traveled on his way to the goal. So hard to believe, with all the talent this Alabama team has, J. Webb, there is not one player that is set and committed where he wants to go to school. You've got several kids with tons of offers, but nobody fully committed just yet.
Well, take your time. Take those 5 visits.
This is Dalvin White leading the attack for Alabama. Long three-pointer taken by Nolan, and Kevion Nolan from Sacred Heart Catholic High School puts it in.
Did he look stressed on that? That was like a layup.
Definitely making it look easy. Dalton can't hit the shot, and now Brown pulls it away. Along the baseline, and this one's traveled. So John Atkins, part of the Tallahassee Wildcats program for so long. In that program, he sent 12 players to the NBA. He started this program, the Mats Mustangs, in honor of his late son, and it has thrived ever since.
No, very much so.
Son was lost in 2002, and he has honored his family since with the Mats Mustangs, a program that means a lot more than just basketball, Jay Webb. Just a tremendous story.
Yeah, ministry to athletes through team sports, which I think is a great thing to have athletics ministering to people in all kinds of ways.
Kevion Nolan kicks it out to Dalvin White. 7-2 early lead for Alabama. Send it inside. They've got several options down there. How about that fadeaway by Hammonds? Dalton able to reel it back in. Now this is Murphy along the baseline.
Tell you what, they have not had an uncontested shot at all.
Hammonds with that left hand, boy, that's just impossible to stop.
I mean, you may want to get a timeout here, Mats, because 11-2, this could become a blowout if you don't slow this team down.
Here's Hollingsworth. Hammonds with the rebound now. Good outlet pass. Tipped away, good defense.
Well, he was trying to maybe do a little alley-oop, became an alley-oops.
Dalton. This is Richard Jemison. Long three taken by Nolan, and Kevion Nolan out to the fast start.
Now, Drew, when do you take a timeout here? Maybe slow these guys down.
And no, they're going to let him play on. Coach Atkins, confidence in his young team. But obviously an imposing task here this afternoon. Now it's Murphy pulling it out for the Mustangs. Jumper from the elbow. Good defense by Alabama. Now the challenge coming back with Nolan. Jemison. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Herbert Jones puts it in, and just like that, it's 17-2.
Well, let me tell you something. When you got bigs that can shoot and bigs that can rebound and bigs that can play defense, that could be a long night for the opposition.
Come in. Hey, if you can get up and run, and the two buckets you got them because you gave it up and ran the floor. All right, get to our space and let them go. Hey, Davin, don't get too far deep. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You could have gave it to a little earlier, maybe you could have got it back. But don't go so deep that you're stuck. All right, let's finish them all. Don't let up. Finish on three. 1, 2, 3, finish.
That's Robert Shannon, the head coach of the Alabama Challenge. He is a former player at University of Alabama, Birmingham. He played there 94, 95 for the legendary Gene Bartow.
And one of his teammates from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Tracy Foster, started at Indiana and ended up with Gene Bartow at UAB. Great program down there.
So now the question is, can the Mustangs answer here? Do they have something for this dominating Alabama team? Tell you what, if I'm Avery Johnson, head coach for the Crimson Tide, another break and the score by Jones. I just hang out at the challenge practices and just try and recruit everybody on the team. What do you think?
You want to roll Tide?
No brainer there.
I bet Bruce Pearl will be down there saying, hey, we want some Tigers here.
I'm sure.
You know, Bartow, many people forget, was the one who replaced the legendary John Wooden at UCLA.
Murphy off the glass and puts it in. So DeAndre Murphy with the second field goal for the Mustangs. Mustangs have been able to get some good movement on offense. Just the defense really overwhelms you whenever you take the court at first and suit up against Alabama. They cover so much ground. Here's Dalvin White. Corner, three ball, no good. Follow right back up. Hammonds, they're going to wave off the bucket. and it's going to be a push.
Hammonds is like, hey, you're killing my stats, ref.
Hammonds is 6'8". Well, with the hair, I'd say about 6'11".
6'11" with hair.
Out of bounds to the challenge. Now it's Kavion Nolan. Nolan with it. He is a threat from three-point land every time he touches it. And that range getting attention from California, Santa Barbara, Sanford, and Middle Tennessee State. There's a nice break. Mason Blair lays it in. Dalvin White swings it over. Good ball movement. Hammonds, it's been a threat. He is getting any shot he wants.
Oh, he went down with a back spasm, it looks like.
Well, tough to see that. He is playing so well here early on in this game.
It looked like he had, like, his lower back went out.
Let's take one more look.
Need a trainer here.
And he's holding that back, and you can see when he came down on the floor, he did not turn an ankle. It wasn't anything like that. It was certainly in his core, and it looks like he's going to be okay. Boy, what an impressive player. But Rayshawn Hammonds is an ESPN top 30 talent, getting recruited now by Virginia, Florida State, Alabama, Georgia, and Texas. Rayshawn Hammonds, remember that name.
Those are some nice schools. We're talking blue collar pedigree.
And the other thing, Jay Webb, that has made Coach Robert Shannon so proud is right now, he says every player on this challenge roster is going to be academically eligible to make that move to the next level. That is so critical. There's a nice shot by Hollingsworth. We see a lot of times players that will take the long route, won't be able to get in, but will take the junior college route. And while that is certainly an option, it's not the most preferred way to play basketball.
No, very much so. And athletes have to understand you're one blown knee from being just a student.
Here's the drive. Great block. That was Jemison on the rejection.
I can tell you right now, there's no layups.
A good defensive play by Dontel Brown, number 5 for the Mats Mustangs.
If you drive into the forest today, you're going to get swatted.
Nice hesitation. Good dump off pass. And Brown takes it up. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Mustangs.
Going in there, look at that. They're just saying, no, there is no layups. Can you make free throws?
Substitutions now. Alabama will go to their bench, put Hammonds back in the game. Also Hollingsworth. Rather, Johnson will check in. So Hammonds and Johnson back on the floor. 21-2 at the line.
21-9. If you're Mats, you just got to try to sort of dig, try to get it into single digits.
That one just short. Nice rebound by Brown. Dontel Brown playing well right now for the Mats Mustangs. Final seconds of a first quarter dominated by Alabama, and there's a big lift. Hollingsworth able to drain a 3 in the final seconds. So 21-12, the damage does not look quite as bad as Alabama came out and dominated this first quarter. We're seeing some great players here for Alabama that we could say one day we saw back in the day as they move on to the college and pro ranks. Guys like this: Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Derrick Rose, James Harden, and Kevin Love.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad team. I mean, that's a playoff team, isn't it, in the NBA?
Out of all those guys, I think I would take Blake Griffin as my first guy. Who would you take? How about Derrick Rose?
I like Derrick Rose, but I like Blake Griffin.
Derrick Rose, now a member of the New York Knicks.
Right.
So some shuffling going on. Kevin Love in the playoffs, too, for Cleveland. I thought kind of lacked the skill that we thought he would show, but as the series went on, he played a lot better.
No, very much so.
Coach John Atkins has sent on 12 players to the NBA. He has coached some of the greats. You got some of those names too, Jay Webb.
Oh, man, we're talking about Amari Stoudemire, Kwame Brown. Those two coming off my bench with these notable alumni. I think we might be a second-round playoff team.
Cross-court pass, and there's a three by Tony Johnson.
I mean, everybody from Alabama is just rolling.
Lead back to 12 for the Alabama Challenge. Dalton now at midcourt. Getting the count. Got Johnson on him. Good move by Dalton. Not able to score, though.
What I like about this Alabama team, they see the floor so well.
Brown with the rebound. 17 under championship here in the second quarter. Drew Felios and Jay Webb Horton. Seen 3 games so far today, and all of them have been relatively close, but Alabama showing that this one could be otherwise. Three from the corner. Mustangs can't get it to fall. Rebound by Hammonds. Well, I'll tell you what, Hammonds, just one heck of a player, does everything. Three-pointer, wide open, doesn't go in. Another rebound for Dontel Brown. Brown is really just cleaning up the boards for the Mustangs.
See, one of the things I think that Alabama's gotten away from is they're settling for jump shots. Get the ball back down inside of your big dogs.
Offensive foul.
See, 24-12 looks big. Look at this here now. See, you're coming in. Boy, I would beg to differ on that one, because nobody was set and there was an attempt to block.
That should be 2 shots. Not a good call there. Hollingsworth trying to find an opening. And more contact as Brown trying to go to the rim. So second trip to the free throw line for Dontel Brown. This Mustangs nucleus of players have been together since the 2nd grade. And just coaching them through the ranks has been the best part of John Atkins' coaching career. And that's why he says that it's a very good chance, Jay Webb, after this tournament's over, Coach Atkins could be calling it quits as a coach. He could very well have had enough. And it has been just a phenomenal run.
Well, 25 years is a long time to do anything. And But boy, what a great group of young men he's coaching, and we saw the alums that he's coached. So.
Nice pass. They get it to the other side, and this is Herbert Jones. And all of a sudden, Alabama's gone a little bit cold from the outside.
Well, they've gone cold, and got to see if Mats can take advantage of their coldness.
Hollingsworth lost it. Alabama comes back now. Johnson. Another three-pointer missed. Nothing going down for the challenge. Scramble for the ball, and finally a whistle. So this is an opportunity for the Mustangs to really get back into this game while Alabama can't find the offensive stroke right now.
They came out hot, and they've got cold.
And nothing going right now for the Challenge. Challenge do have a distinctive size edge as well, Jay Webb. They've kind of gotten away from going to what got them here.
I mean, they hit threes, but hey, sugar the bigs.
Jones leading the break. Alley-oop time, and putting it in is Johnson.
Put the ball up there where the little guys can't hurt you.
Turnover the other way. Johnson tied up. 2 shots. So Tony Johnson goes to the line, 6'4". He'll be a junior this year in high school at Eufaula High School and the Birmingham area. 6 points so far. Nice crowd on hand here at the HP Fieldhouse. Been a busy week at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. We've got softball going on, basketball as well, along with baseball. There's another good bucket by Dontel Brown.
Well, they went inside there, got the layup, Drew. It's got blood here, so got to take him out and be treated by one of the trainers.
That was Tony Johnson leaving the court. So substitution, Herbert Jones will come in. Coach Atkins still staying positive, even though his team trails by 12. Here's Jones. And we've got an offensive foul.
Well, this game had a flow, and the flow is gone. Puts it on the floor. Yep, had position. So you got to see where the defender is. Stop, put up the jump shot.
Jared Osborne now handling for the Mats Mustangs. Osborne. Little hesitation. Looking for his shot. Now kicks it out. Hetherington. Baseline. Good look. Go to 33. It's Kazee. He gets stuffed. Just too much size on the interior from Alabama. Osborne has to go off the glass. Hey, you got to call that.
Did he call glass? Are the banks still open at 5 o'clock? I don't know.
I always try to make a deposit. Always a minute late. That window gets shut. Not today, though.
Not today.
17 and under championship. The Challenge in the white. Mustangs in the dark uniforms. And an opportunity right now for the Mats Mustangs. It's a 10-point lead. You get a score here in single digits.
Right.
Little hesitation. Toss it up, and it'll be out of bounds to the Challenge. Substitutions, Richard Jemison checks in. So does Kavion Nolan for Alabama. So the best players for Alabama, you got Nolan, recruited by UCSB and Sanford in Middle Tennessee. Herbert Jones, number 20. Florida with serious interest. Florida State, Alabama. And UAB also in there. And then Rayshawn Hammond's the guy we've been talking about the most. ESPN top 30 recruit.
Well, Alabama's definitely gone cold here. They've missed their last 5 shots in a row, Drew.
Problem is the Mustangs have not really been able to make them pay. Osborne again pulls it back out. Just over a minute to play in the first half. Three-pointer taken. This one a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound though, and now the Mustangs will pull it out once again. Hollingsworth, deep shot. Can't get it to fall. Ripping it down is Hammonds. From the corner, this is Kavion Nolan for 3.
He started out hot, got cold, heated it up on that one, Drew.
31-18 now. There's a nice drive to the hole by Hollingsworth. So Hollingsworth getting some interest from Kentucky and Louisville, and there's back-to-back buckets for number 11. You know, he's hoping that those big schools extend an offer. If they don't, he may be headed to mid-major territory.
Well, the thing with him is he could be Mr. Basketball this year.
Nolan can't hit that 3. Final seconds in the first half, as this heave falls just short by Hollingsworth. So the lead is only 9. It could be a lot worse if you're the Mats Mustangs, as Alabama went into the cold streak in the final minutes. Halftime festivities coming up. Alabama and the Mats Mustangs from the HP Fieldhouse.
Check out the wildest ride in the wilderness. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Magic Kingdom Park has you careening through steep mountain passes and in and out of darkened caves on a runaway train that seems to have a mind of its own. So hold on to your hats as you zip around the winding track right here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Disney Soccer Showcase is the ultimate place for top clubs and players to be seen by hundreds of top college coaches looking for great soccer talent. Rated the #1 youth soccer tournament in the U.S. in a Soccer America survey, Disney Soccer Showcase gives athletes a chance to shine on one of the biggest and best stages set for youth soccer in the country, here at ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. For more information, visit DisneySoccerShowcase.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida has emerged as the pinnacle of youth tournament travel, catering to the needs of the entire family. We offer a complete line of solution-oriented products and services to address the complex needs of teams on the road and the team parents who support them. To find out how to achieve vacation victory, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
Felios and J. Webb Horton here at halftime. 17 and under national championship. There you take a look at the stats story. And neither team really filling it up from an offensive standpoint, but the Challenge have a distinct advantage courtesy of Rayshawn Hammonds.
Well, Rayshawn Hammonds has been a beast. I mean, look at him. Comes in, goes to the hole, off the glass. He's rebounded. He's hit shots outside. What hasn't he done?
Well, Herbert Jones has also been really the killer from the outside for Alabama. He's found the stroke.
Well, Jones is saying we lefties can make things happen, can't we?
He has such a nice looking shot. Hammonds did go out for a short period of time. Only had 6 points, but man, they were impressive in that first quarter.
6 points, but he moved the ball around and was a defensive force, creating the no layup zone for Mats.
Several good colleges to choose from, including Virginia, Florida State, and Alabama. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half. Matt's Mustangs and Alabama Challenge.
ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at Florida's beautiful Walt Disney World Resort is your amateur basketball destination. Offering multiple tournaments for athletes from Pee Wee to collegiate level, the complex also attracts NCAA coaches from top programs nationwide. To find out how your team can compete here, visit DisneyBasketball.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex is the ideal place for amateur softball, hosting annual events like Disney Softball Spring Training on top of working with organizations like USSSA and Diamond 9 Events to develop competitive events for players of all ages and skill levels. For more information, visit ESPNWWOS.com. The ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida has emerged as the pinnacle of youth tournament travel, catering to the needs of the entire family. We offer a complete line of solution-oriented products and services to address the complex needs of teams on the road and the team parents who support them. To find out how to achieve vacation victory, visit ESPNWWOS.com.
John Atkins and his Mats Mustangs trailing by 9 as we enter the third quarter here at the HB Fieldhouse. ESPN Wide World of Sports, Drew Felios, Jay Webb Horton, great to have you with us. Jay Webb, what do the Mustangs have to do to get back in it?
Well, I think they got to make shots because they've had opportunities to close this gap, and the fact they're down the 9 tells you about the fact their coach stays calm, the team stays calm, and now it's just a matter of execution. And there's a turnover by Alabama that gives the Mustangs a chance to come down and even dig deeper into this lead.
Alabama certainly giving the Mustangs opportunities to get back in this game. Dalton with a nice pass. The three-pointer is off the mark. And it will be out of bounds to Alabama.
See, those are shots when you're down against a team that has the length and athleticism and the ability of Alabama. You got to make those shots because it puts pressure on the other team. You don't want them to get in a run where they go up by 10, 12, or 14.
Davion Hollingsworth, solid first half for the Mustangs. He was the MVP of the Kentucky tournament last year. They're going to need number 11 to really step up his game here in the second. Now inside, Murphy turns around, threw it away. So it will be Alabama basketball at half court. This Alabama team used to splash plays, ones that really get the crowd on their feet, high-flying dunks. Have not seen those so far.
Well, they haven't been able to get out on the floor. A lot of that is just there's not been a really good flow to the game since after the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Dalvin White, top of the key. That's where they want to get it to Hammonds. He is unstoppable when he gets it there. Can't score that time. And putting it back in is Jemerson.
See, just get it up there. They're gonna control the boards.
Richard Jemison on that putback, an honor roll student for this challenge team. Got a foul on the floor now. Usually throughout the first 3 games, we saw officials really let the athletes play for better or worse. There's a big 3 by Blair, but this game has been a little bit more tightly called, I would say. White cross-court pass, and now sloppy ball handling. Mustangs trying to stay in it. 3-pointer, this would be big. Can't hit it that time. Foul on the block by Blair. But that 3 goes in, it's a 6-point game.
Right.
5-point game.
Like we said, they've had opportunities, but they haven't been able to. The door's been open, but they're sort of stumbling in.
Haven't been able to run through it.
So you give it to the big dog, let him just go to the hole.
Foul on the floor. Tough shot inside. Dontel Brown continues to do a good job for the Mustangs on those rebounds. Here's a 3, tipped up and scored by Dalton.
6-point ball game.
Just like that, the Mustangs now with a fighting chance. Go to the money man, he can't hit. Back up and in, Hammond's able to score.
See, I'd go everything through Hammonds.
On the rejection. And now Bama coming the other way. This is their money man from the outside, Kevion Nolan.
Jump ball. See, this is like a Golden State-like burst there. You close to 6, boom. Big man inside, 3.
They can certainly score points in a hurry. Blair, quickie, and it drops.
You better find Blair now. He's got his stroke going.
You know, the longer you let the Mustangs hang around, the more confidence they're going to gain as we near the finish line. Hammonds tries to square it up. Good ball movement. White will take it. Nice steal. And the lay-in by Nolan.
See, you can't have those kind of turnovers.
Lead is back to 10 for the Alabama Challenge. They have led from the start. Blair. Herbert Jones pulls it up. Another 3 on the way. Nolan couldn't hit that one. Working it inside, and a foul going to be called. So that's DeAndre Murphy, a player that was All-State in the state of West Virginia, playing for this Louisville, Kentucky-based club. Make that 4 points for Murphy.
Nice stroke there on the free throw line.
(40-32), 8-point game. Hammond's cross-court pass, another one from Nolan. This one doesn't go down. Good board by Hollingsworth.
Well, see, they were so spread out there in Alabama, there was no one under their boards to grab the rebound.
Hollingsworth tries to step back. Oh, he should have shot it the first time. Went up, and Jemison rejected him. Can't stop that. That is just too good from Hammonds.
That was too easy. He runs the floor so effortlessly.
Our official right now with some words
Look at
with some of our
Watch
players.
it. Dribble. Smooth for a big man. Look at that big jump step in for the layup. A double foul there. I didn't see what happened there.
Off the glass. That's a good shot by Hollingsworth.
You're shooting over probably 7 foot with those arms, man.
Hollingsworth fearless on the offensive end. Hammonds back to the bucket. Somebody's open. Jemison couldn't put it in. Blair comes away with it. Mason Blair hangs just a little bit. Can't finish.
I tell you what, a lot of balls could be down. This game could be even closer, Drew.
Lead is 8 for the Alabama Challenge. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. White.
This is a mismatch here.
Hammond says, I'll take this myself. Doesn't score, but his teammate is right there to clean it up. That's Herbert Jones.
You see, sometimes a missed shot's as good as an offensive shot.
Oh, Hammonds goes 6'8". Jones at 6'7". How about that front line? They're so athletic. Brown underneath, kicks it out. This is Osborne. Oh, that was nearly the play of the day. Jones skying through the air, and guess what? I think Jemison wanted one. Let's see, what are we going to get? A traveling call?
He heard a whistle.
Yeah, there's a case where a player thought a whistle was on the score. Well, it's funny, you know, we've had 4 games today. We have not seen that until now. So that's a good sign.
I mean, they killed a highlight that we were going to play on and on and on. That'd be on the Drew Filios reel.
Boy, Herbert Jones nearly ignited this crowd. He took off from about the free throw line.
Yeah.
Pull up from the elbow. It's another bucket by Hollingsworth. He is on a roll. 15 points for Tavion Hollingsworth out of Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School. And showing why he was the MVP of this tournament a year ago.
Well, I like the fact here that Alabama's going to play for the last shot. Usually about 9 seconds you start making your move.
Final 10 seconds. And a wild shot by Nolan. And now the heave from half court from Brown. It's the rim, but does not go in. And now a chance for John Atkins to huddle up with his Mats Mustangs for what could be the final quarter of his career.
And rebound and make some shots. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Telly's shot right there goes in. We're a 5-point game. Just keep grinding. Everybody all right? All right, just keep grinding. We got to protect that high post. They're probably going to pull it out on us here before long. Maybe they won't, but I'm figuring they will. If they do, we'll have to match up. All right, let's just keep working. Let's go. Work on 3. 1, 2, 3, work.
Coach Atkins meant so much to these kids.
That double foul.
And so much to the sport
the
in the southeastern part of the country. But this particular group has been with them since they were 7 and 8 years old. Just loves them like, almost like their father. And the fact that he started this club in honor of his late son, Matt Atkins. Just a fabulous story that shines through the lights of AAU sports.
It makes it special. 8 minutes, someone's going to be a champion here, Drew. Are we talking mats or are we talking the challenge?
See if Mats can just hang in until the end. I'm sure they just want to be within striking range as Hammond's able to get the roll there.
Hammonds is saying challenge.
Well, you are right. He does just make it look so easy. Almost looks like he's effortless out there, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, there's a mismatch down here.
Now to the line, Tavion Hollingsworth. 16 points today. Osborne goes out. Timothy Dalton checks in. 17 and under championship here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. I'm Drew Felios. My partner's Jay Webb Horton. It's been a fun ride along with the entire ESPN crew here on site. And we're going to be back on Sunday for more of the best basketball in the country at the amateur level. It is going to be something else next week. Little inside-out game. Nolan tees it up.
See, Hammonds, you go inside out. They can't double team him. He kicks it out. 3.
Murphy baseline, pulls it back, and a nice shot.
Now that is a nice drop step back.
Alabama's led for the entire way, but they haven't been able to really deliver that knockout blow to the Mats Mustangs. They've got that punching power, though. You're just kind of waiting for it. This goes off, and Hollingsworth tracks it down. Open now is Brown. Just so hard to operate against those big men. Hammonds wanted that one, but instead he's going to get free throws.
He said he wanted the three-point play, Drew.
So Jay Webb, as we watch the future stars, another look at
that right there. The good move, just couldn't finish it.
we watch the future stars of college basketball. I got to ask you, this past year, was it the most exciting NCAA tournament ever? I think it was.
Really was. I'm a little biased there. You know, the Eagles sort of got to fly in there and got to play North Carolina. But, I mean, that last game was just outstanding. You know, the draining the 3 to win the game. And you know, college basketball is, you know, I like NBA too, but college basketball is really exciting. That March Madness.
I think by far the most exciting finish to an NCAA tournament that we've ever seen. As Villanova able to take home the championship.
Well, people in Indiana do remember '87, don't they?
Oh yeah, Keith Smart. But I think this one was better. Here's Murphy. 3-point shot is good.
Hey, Murphy says, hang on now. Not so fast, my friend. Keith Smart, the new assistant coach over at with the going to Memphis with Tisdale.
Tony Johnson says, guys, let's run things. Offense a little stagnant right now for the challenge.
Got my big man out here running the point.
Rayshawn Hammonds, hesitation, now off balance. And we're going to stay here. Foul going to be called on the Mustangs. Meanwhile, I'm still just beside myself. Can't believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 deficit to take the NBA title. Thought the Warriors for sure had that thing locked up.
Well, strange things happen in sports, don't they?
They certainly do. Here's Brown on the take.
Now they've closed this game down to 6.
This is the closest that the Mats Mustangs have been in a long time.
Alabama better pull up that intensity.
Hammonds spin move in the lane. Did he travel? No, they're going to give him the foul. You see the Mustangs players. They know that they cannot match up man for man with Alabama. They need a few breaks.
Yes.
Nolan to inbound. 4:27 left to go. And a 6-point deficit. There's a steal. Here come the Mustangs. It's a 4-point game.
Hey, you want excitement? Come to the AAU Nationals.
Coach Atkins jumps out of his seat. And the players are not letting their coach, if this is his last game, go out without a fight. Hammonds able to put it in.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a pressure shot.
Hollingsworth fell down on his way to the rim.
They call a foul.
I think they will give him a foul. And they'll inbound underneath now. So heck, 3:50 to go. If you are Coach John Atkins, you could not ask for a better scenario.
No.
Ball was touched. They'll touch it again. They will not call the backcourt.
That's a backcourt violation. How'd they miss that one, Drew?
Murphy. Justice served as the ball comes off the rim.
Yeah, because it was tipped by Black and then went over. Unless we missed something in the new rules that I haven't yet read.
Timeout called by the Alabama Challenge. And you look at this play one more time. Let's see, it looked like it was touched right there.
See, yeah. So if you touch it, you can't come back and retrieve it, because look at it. See, he's waiting for him to come down and get the ball.
Yeah, Murphy knew it.
Murphy knew it. See? Yeah, Murphy knew what happened.
So you've still got 3 and change to play. 6-point game. Do the Mustangs have a shot here, Jay Webb? If you are John Atkins, what's the formula for victory?
Well, the fourth victory is, number one, you got to stop Hammonds inside. Either hope he misses or does steps, but your guys got to hit some threes. Well, just jump shots, but threes can really get you back in this game, get the adrenaline going. Adrenaline from offense sometimes leads into really great defense. And if Alabama feels pressure, game gets down to 1 or 2, anything can happen.
Stop here by the Mustangs would go a long way. Dalvin White handling in the backcourt for the challenge.
See, this is why when I don't like a shot clock, when they need a shot clock, see?
Defensive intensity stepped up. Dalvin White now. Trying to shake the defender. That's just taken away by Blair. Great play.
See, too much dribbling.
Blair can't hit the 3.
See, one of the things about modern basketball, all this dribbling between the legs and behind the back. See, you give the defender a chance. Just dribble the ball. Keep the ball on the handle.
I think passing a lot more effective than dribbling, especially in the final minutes of a game. Herbert Jones to the lane, converts, and he's got one coming up.
What did he do? He dribbled straight north and south and finished at the basket. You know, east to west is okay for the Pioneers because they were trying to find California.
3 players from this challenge team have shined today. Kavion Nolan, Herbert Jones, and Rayshawn Hammonds. Trying to power it up is Hollingsworth. He has been the best player in black today.
Yes, he has.
He'll shoot 2.
He's a pretty good free throw shooter, so. Oh, I put the jinx on him. Sorry about that. full timeout there.
7-point game, 2:16 to play. Let's listen in.
Right here. We just got to be more unselfish. We've got guys standing wide open. We've got to quit trying to go one-on-one. That's what got us beat every game we've lost this year, pretty much. We're going 100, right? We're going picking up full court face guard. And Dontel's back. We're going to do it after every made basket right now, okay? Face guard. Let's try to run and jump as much as we can. Get them sped up. Hey, couple stops, couple baskets. We're right there. All right, let's go. Work on three. 1, 2, 3, work.
So they're going to press full court face guard.
It'll be Alabama basketball, 2:16 here in the fourth quarter. Herbert Jones to inbound. Dalvin White taking some air out of it. White off balance, and this will be Mustangs ball.
Well, that's not a good shot there at all. So you got to make a better decision than that, Drew, at this time of the game. The camera guy's been taking it for the team. Look at this playback. See, bad shot, but the camera guy took, that was a charge. Should have been a two-shot foul for the cameraman.
Big possession for the Mats Mustangs. Really need a bucket here, trailing by 7. That's a tough spot to be on the inside, and Dalton's going to be awarded a gift.
Well, see, you shouldn't bail out people for bad decisions. So he's down there among the trees and went up. And Hammond's just going like, are you serious?
Critical free throws missed in these final minutes. Dalton with only 1 field goal today. And another timeout. Coach Atkins wants to burn all of them.
If this is his last game, you can't take those timeouts they don't become annuities, do they?
Taking a look over at the clock. Mustangs have pulled to within 4, but immediately afterward, Alabama was able to extend their lead once again.
Well, the thing is, a 2 puts you within 4. So you really don't need a 3 if you are Mats. So, but if you get a good look at a 3 and one of your best three-point shooters can take it, you got to put it up, don't you?
There's the field goal story, 41% from Alabama, 35 for the Mustangs. "90 seconds to go." Rayshawn Hammonds now asks for the screen.
No, this is not a.
And there's a 5-second call.
Second.
You're rarely going to see that call. Usually you get called for dribbling it when you're be on the timeline like that.
Well, see, the other thing is that's why you don't want your bigs out there handling the ball, because their clock doesn't run like a guard, see?
Get it to Blair, and this is an offensive foul. They tried to set a screen, and Murphy was moving.
That's a tough call this time of the game, Drew. That's a tough call this time of the game, isn't it?
Crowd does not like that call. Lead still 6. Herbert Jones with the basketball. He's played well here today. Hammonds pulls it out, and now timeout by Robert Shannon, the Alabama head coach.
See, Hammonds is saying that the guy has been pushing his hands off.
Hey, guys, we got, hey, if you get in a position that you feel you don't have anything, we got 3 timeouts left. We got 3 timeouts left, all right? So all we got to do is control the glass. Control the glass, play solid defense, no reaching in. Keep doing, now you're doing it. You're going over the screen, and Trey doing a hell of a job by stepping out, all right? So keep doing that. And but little buddy, the little last who got to look out a little, he good at this, and he gonna stop and pull. All right? So stay in it. Herb, same with you guys. Stay, but he's so crafty. That's a tough job. Just stay up on him, all right? Let's go. Finish up. Let's finish it. 1, 2, 3, finish.
And take a look at the Mats Mustangs, and then you look at Alabama. There is a distinct size advantage to the guys in white, and they have used that size. I think it's been the difference in this game.
No, very much so. You know, the ability to control, to get up on the boards, and then just the athleticism. I see, but smart move there. See, they didn't try to do too much.
Foul going to be called on Hollingsworth.
I think it's a 1-and-1 now. I think that's the 5th team foul.
Shooting situation for Herbert Jones. Meanwhile, Hetherington, Riley Hetherington, 6'7", from Ravenswood High School, checks into the game for the Mustangs.
See, when your bigs can make free throws, that's huge down the stretch, Drew, because you're going to get the ball in their hands. They're going to go to the hole, get fouled, and when you can shoot 85 or something %, see, it's called put icing on the cake.
8-point game. Contact on the way up.
See, you know what Jones is saying is that he is at 11 extended his arm and created the contact.
Herbert Jones heads to the bench for the challenge. He is fouled out. 13 points on the afternoon. Meanwhile, Hollingsworth at the line. Need 2 here to cut it to 6. Mentioned the emotional impact of this game on John Atkins of the Mats Mustangs, but it's also got big time impact for Robert Shannon of Alabama's. The head coach for the challenge has said that it's going to be hard to leave this group of guys. They have been so good on and off the court. And Coach Shannon not only played at UAB, but he also had 10 years of European basketball experience, yes. And that's where he said he really began to learn and understand the game.
Well, you know, and you could tell that both these coaches have a high basketball IQ, and their demeanors, you know, whether they're up or down, their kids make mistakes, they always coach. Yelling is not coaching sometimes. Now, sometimes you do raise your voice, but this is what coaching is all about, and these young men, I think, on both teams are really class acts.
.36 seconds to play. Full court press now for the Mustangs. Tough pass there. And it winds up as a field goal. Reeled in by Tony Johnson, and he laid it in. Hollingsworth puts it on the other side, and we got another timeout. It seems like we've had about 6 timeouts here in the past quarter.
They have a lot of timeouts and no shot clock.
They really do.
But I tell you, see, once again, if there's a shot clock, there becomes a sense of urgency of handling the ball. See what I mean? And then teams can't just dribble out a minute 30 like in the old days.
6-point game. Mustangs hoping for a miracle. And another timeout is called.
I wonder if our stats can find what's the record for timeouts called within 30 seconds.
Well, you heard Robert Shannon, the Alabama head coach, tell his team, hey, we still got 3 timeouts to burn. And I think he told his team, if anybody gets in any trouble, just call the timeout. So if you're Alabama right now, I know you got 2 remaining. Not sure how many more the Mustangs have to work with. Both teams in the bonus. Coach Atkins' team at a disadvantage here, trailing 58-52. The final 12 seconds here at the HP Fieldhouse, and likely about to crown the Alabama Challenge 17 and under division champions. The foul along the sideline is going to send Tony Johnson to the line.
Let's see if he can put the icing here. 7-point lead here to take it up to an 8-point lead, Drew.
th point scored by Alabama, 8-point lead, and the final 10 seconds. Mason Blair tries for the 3, and that should just about do it. So the Alabama Challenge pretty much just cruise to a victory over the Mustangs. It was close at one point in the second half, but not close enough for Coach Atkins as he caps what could be just a brilliant coaching career. The Mustangs came to the ESPN Wide World of Sports and Jay Webb. This is the best team in the tournament.
Well, you know, the thing is that Matt's battled back. Mustangs came out hot, got a little cold, it got a little slippery, but they were able to sustain that lead. And hey, Alabama, roll. The challenge roll.
There's your final score, 60-52 for Jay Webb Horton and the entire ESPN Wide World of Sports crew. I'm Drew Felios. Hey, congratulations to the Alabama Challenge. 17 and under AAU basketball champions. We will see you on Sunday for the showcase here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports.